Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow in the Tier 10 British Artillery, the Conqueror GC, one of the vehicles on my top 5 list of I don't want that on the enemy team. So this is a massive artillery piece that carries a 234mm howitzer with 117mm of penetration, 2,200 average damage, and with premium rounds it gets an 11-meter splash radius, so it's not very nice to be hit by one of these guys, or even be missed by one of these things. Luckily for you, the Conqueror GC requires 45 seconds to reload its cannon before it drops a bomb on an unsuspecting target. Now, you may not really like me playing artillery, but since I had a test account, I decided to see what all the fuss was about on the Conqueror GC being a little bit too overpowered, and from what I've seen, it's actually really good. It does a huge amount of damage, and because it has 45 seconds to reload, it can go to a new position, reposition, that's the same thing, and use all that time to aim. It has an 8.1 second aiming time, and still be ready to fire once the reload is completed. So you can move around, choose a target. You have plenty of time to choose a target. Doesn't matter if you decide to change to a different target. It's got a huge gun arc. As you can see from the mini-map, it covers most of the map. And it has a very high arc on its shell travel, which is kind of noted when you look at the range of the artillery. It doesn't go far enough to hit into or hit very much of the enemy flag. So it can go over some small hills that players may think are in artillery cover. Here we go, a Waffenträger Panzer IV, and these are one of the targets that you really should be going for, the lightly armored ones, because as you can see, you can pretty much one-shot them, and I might not even have had to directly hit this guy to deal a lot of damage, but since I did, completely gone. It's out of the game. I don't even know if he did much damage, but that would be 2 Waffenträger Panzer IVs out of the game already. And now time to work on some more heavily armored vehicles, which I believe the team would be more appreciative of, because, well, you know, these things are hard to penetrate. They might not be able to damage them at all, depending on how angled the vehicle is. And this guy is moving around, so I don't want to take a chance. And right here, he's reversing into a hill, which means he's either got to stop or stop and move forward, which means I have a great opportunity to lose a shot. It actually takes a fair bit of time for this shell to reach its target. The further away it is, of course, with most artillery, but this thing actually takes a lot longer because its arc is quite high. And now that I've moved a little bit, I've still got well over 8 seconds to aim for another target if I wish to, and I'm just gonna concentrate on this Jagdpanzer E100, who is still doing a good job of warding off his enemies. Nobody wants to get hit by that thing. Ooh. That T-125 is not looking too good, but neither is that guy. And that shot looked like it went into the gun mantlet of the Jagdpanzer E100, but the splash is quite enough to kill it. In fact, most things that you fire at in this thing, even if you miss, it still deals, you know, 500 to 700 damage, depending on what area you hit around the vehicle. And that can be a problem when you have close-range targets, close-range friendly targets in the area. For example, this Object 430, which means I won't be shooting in that area. I do not want to potentially kill our own medium tank. So here we go, Jagdtiger shows up, I'm aimed, but oh, and there we go. That was a splash damage kill. He was moving around for a little bit, and the shell took an awful long time to reach that target. And that's pretty much the end of the game. 3 kills, 4,570 damage. Only 5 shots fired in this thing. That's a lot of damage to be had. 3 direct hits and 2 splash damage. And I actually made credits on a premium account, 14,000 with a premium account. Non-premium, I lost around 3,000 credits. And this is firing all premium rounds. So that actually costs quite a lot. But just wanted to see what this, what the fuss was all about, and I can sort of understand. I've been hit by these things before, and you know, sometimes it's a little difficult to hit targets, but this one does make it a little bit easier with the amount of range this thing gets. Sorry, not the range. It has very little range, but the overall area of which this thing can hit is much higher than most other artillery. For example, the Object 261, the Russian Tier 10 artillery, that has a very narrow gun traverse, which means it has to re-aim quite a lot. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.